Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'm going to start by saying, Call Lord La Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Chakwadash, which give all praise to the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Son, the Word, in the cause of God, and Jesus Christ. I also want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well for teaching me this truth, as well as say shalom to the hopeful elect, or the icon of pushing his word and truthfulness and sincerity. And through the Spirit, I'll probably entitle this lesson, the battle of good and evil, man, because that's what we're living in, man. The Lord is showing us, he's giving the earth into the hands of the wicked, pursuing to Job, the 9th chapter, and the 24th verse, and which is obvious and very evident, especially in these latter days, man. All right, because what it tells in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, that wicked will need to be revealed, man. All right, so it's very clear that who is being made manifest, who the devil is, who is the physical counterpart for spiritual demon Satan, man. And it's Esau Edom, who's a self-proclaimed white man. All right, he's the one who's in charge. He's the one who's ruling over the earth. He is the one whose hands the earth has been given into, man. All right, as it was prophesied that he'll be ruling the latter days. That's how we know the times we're living in. That's how we know we're able to identify who is who in the scriptures, man. Whose biblical nationalities are still on the earth. How we know that the so-called white man isn't Japhet. How we know the so-called white man isn't any of these other any other confusion that these people try to push out here, man. We know that it's Esau, man, because he fulfills the prophecies. He fulfills the prophecy of taking a piece from the earth using his sword, man, which was his blessing that was given to him in Genesis, the 27th chapter. So, ultimately, it's very evident whose man is. We also know who, and that's who the evil is, man. Okay, but we also know who the good is. The good is Jacob, man, whose name was changed to Israel. All right, Jacob, who had 12 sons, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, man. The 12 tribes came from his 12. He had 13 children, and 12 of which were sons. Okay, which is another cut to the fact that the lineage is determined by the father, because that's why there's no woman. And that's why his daughter isn't one of his tribes, because the seed line and your nation, your nationality is determined by your father. So that's a clear cut to that. But to stay on the point, the fact that Jacob is lowly right now and is at the absolute bottom of society lets you know that he's the one who's the chosen seed, man. It lets you know that they're the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The fact that we're suffering the curses of Deuteronomy 28th chapter lets you know we're the Israelites, man. All right. It's very clear that we're the ones who made that covenant by sacrifice. Therefore, we're the saints, man. All right? We're the only ones who are under the law to begin with, which is why we're catching this heavy judgment, man. Catching this heavy persecution, because ultimately this is our punishment for our disobedience to the Heavenly Father, man. All right? It's not a matter of, that's just we just don't work hard. The Negroes, they just don't work hard. They just don't, man. We work the hardest, man. All right, we was slaving and laboring away, literally till we literally gave up the ghosts for free, man. All right, we literally was doing all that work, building up Esau's kingdom for free. So we're the hardest workers, man. It is once we no longer work for free. Now we don't work hard all of a sudden, But Jay does what it takes to get it, man. All right, so it's very clear on who's good and who's good and who the evil is, man. It's very clear that the world is under this wicked vibration due to those who are ruling, man. All right, it's very clear that you have the ultimate authority, then you must now bear the ultimate responsibility, man. All right, you're pulling all the strings, all the laws and legislation is going according to your will. Well, then you need to bear this burden, man. You need to bear the burden of all the wrong that goes forth throughout the earth, man. You want to take the credit for the good things, but you need to take the credit for the bad as well. This is Genesis chapter 25, going into when Isaac so like when Rebecca begat Jacob and Esau, because this one all started, man. Well, really, you can receive it. It goes back even further, to Cain and Abel, but that's a whole lesson within itself. Let's see where I'm gonna start. Start at Salaki. I'm in transit right now. I'm trying to this is Genesis chapter 25, and I'll start at 21 and just read down. It says, Isaac threatened the Lord for his Salakia, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Right, she was wanting to know why was that tension, why was it that struggle within her womb, man. It says, verse 22, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. Right, man. So there's 2 different nations in your womb, man. That's very plain. That's very clear, man. Anyone who wants to try to come up against that, man, that's plain. It literally says there's 2 nations of people in her womb, man. People want to say, oh, how can Jacob and Esau are brothers? How could they be different? How can one be chosen, one not be? Well, it's gonna continue to explain it, but that's the answer right there, man. 2 different nations in that womb, man. The nation of Israel and the nation of Edom, man. All right. Those are 2 nations that Rebekah begat, man. So it's very clear that we're not the same. We're very different, and it ultimately comes down to he who the Lord loved versus he who the Lord hate, man. All right, that tells you in Romans the 9th chapter, man. For he loved Jacob and hated Esau. All right, and Malachi the 1st chapter as well. It says, and 2 manner of people are in thy womb. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Right, man. So two manner of people, man. One people that's good, and one people that's evil, man. One people that's the righteous, and one people that's the wicked. Because see, the nation of Israel, we can do wickedness, but we're not the wicked, man. All right. Going back to that second Thessalonians 2nd chapter, there's an actual nation of people who are the wicked, man. All right, he who is the he who the Lord actually created to be the border of wickedness, man. All right, so it's not a matter of us like that's as well as that border of wickedness. That's in Malachi the 1st chapter, man. All right, and the 4th verse, that there's a actual people who the Lord created to be wicked, man, to serve a purpose, man, to teach us about the importance of keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, man. From the beginning, the Lord had all this prescribed, man, and He already had it written that all these things would take place, man, in the earth. All right. In these latter days, man, it's a time which we're now living in, man. That's why scriptures say in Romans 15 that everything written aforetime was written for our learning, man. Because we can take these scriptures and apply them to the current times, man, to give us that peace, to give us that comfort, to give us that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the things that are taking place on the earth, man. All right. It says, and one people shall be stronger than the other people. Right, one people should be stronger than the other, man. And it's very clear that Jacob is that superior people, man. You look at Jacob and Edomite, and you can see the difference, man. You can see why we dominate all these sports, man. Just speaking on a low level, man. Why all the best athletes are Jakes, man. Why all the best inventors, creators, artists, those with the most influence is all Israelites, man. Because the Lord created us as a holy people, man, set apart from the rest of these other nations. All right, He man, all these other nations. He likened this Esau as the basis. He refers to Esau as the basis of man. Okay, so he's on a very low level compared to Jacob, man. All right, he can't compare with Yasharallah. All right, Yasharallah, the meaning, man. Yasharallah meaning he's a prince of the power, man. All right, that's literally what Jacob's name was changed to in Genesis the 32nd chapter. All right, his name was changed to Israel, man. It meant he is a prince of the power, man. That is the seed line, man. We're princes of the power, man. And ultimately, that's why we're only ones who fit the rule. That's why the earth is in this low, decrepit, defiled state because the devil is ruling right now, man. it says, and the elder shall serve the younger, right, man? So it was already written, man, that Esau would give up that birthright, because since he was the oldest born, he was supposed to inherit it, right? But what happened? He ended up selling it to Jacob, man. All right, and that's where this perpetual hatred comes from Esau chiefly, but as well as the rest of the heathens, because they're not the chosen people, man. All right, Esau sold his birthright to Jacob, as was already the Lord already intended, man. All right, it says it right here, man. Even way before that account, it says that the elder shall serve the younger, man. So that's the end goal. That's how you know not in the kingdom of heaven, man, because the elder ain't serving the younger. Esau isn't serving us right now. We're serving him. We have to go to him for the one of all things, man. So ultimately, it's not, right now it's his way, it's his law, it's his legislation, man. He's sovereign right now. So we know we're not in the kingdom of heaven until Israel's in authority, man. The 12 tribes ruling on thrones, man. That's how we know we're in the kingdom of heaven. It says, well, that's the point on that. I want to jump to Second Ezra's. The Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 6, it says, for wickedness, well, let me start up a little bit. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right, these are all the plagues that are getting ready to come to the Lord's by the allowed to befall this place, man. All right, due to the rulership and due to the manner of which the people that are dwelling therein. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. So therefore, the time, man, the vision is set from the point of time, man. Once all these things have come to pass, Esau going to, because the scriptures say the Lord set a bounds of which the devil cannot pass, man. All right, he's only gonna allow that wickedness and that iniquity to get to a certain level, man. All right. He all throughout the scriptures, man, throughout our history, that's what the Lord does. He allows this iniquity to abound, and he smites it down, man. He's not gonna let it go on forever, And we understand that there was 4 major heathen kingdoms, and 4 major heathen empires that need to rise and fall before the everlasting kingdom can be established, man. All right, wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. Where the law, statutes, commandments is the standard in the earth. When that's the right way, when you get rewarded and you get lifted up and exalted for doing the right thing, man, for doing the good, man, not doing the evil. That's what the whole thing's about, man. It's about Jacob and Esau, man, the 2 main characters in the Lord's movie, all right, which represent the good and evil, man. All right, the righteous, man. Let's get Proverbs 29, because this always got to come out whenever when this topic comes up. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So the people aren't rejoicing right now, man. People aren't walking around with smiles on their face, happy. People aren't, man, even these heathens should be happy, man. If the righteous are in authority, these heathens should be happy as well. The heathens shouldn't be walking around catching hell either, man. It says, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right, and the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That's exactly the state the earth is in right now, man. Mourning, man. Everyone's lowly, man. Everyone's in this depression, and everyone has disdain for their reality, man. People do not love it here, man. These people are not really at rest here. People are not at ease here, man. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not going to be, for the rest of these heathens, it's not going to be a time of rest or ease anytime soon, man. Because they need to there's a certain judgment that they need to be served due to all their crimes and atrocities towards the apple of the Lord's eye, man, which is the nation of Israel. So, it's only a matter of time before the righteous does get set up in authority, man, because the Lord isn't gonna let this go on forever, man. The Lord is written in Matthew the 21st chapter, man, that no flesh should be saved. That's why he's destroying these days for the elect's sake, man. That's why these days are going by, so quickly, man. You look up and it's a week is down, a month is down, another year is down. We coming to 2023 already, man. With Lord willing, man, the Lord really start to bring these heavy plagues, man. These heavy judgments that charagma can be implemented, man. All right, and ultimately we can get out of here, man. We can actually receive the salvation. We can no longer have to suffer these punishments and no longer have to suffer the rule of the devil, man. So, Lord willing, is edifying. I might make a part 2 on this because I'm kind of short on time. So through Spirit, I'll probably continue on with a second part 2 of this lesson. But for now, I pray it was edifying. I'm say, call Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Chakwadash, double honors to elders, apostles, great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.